Welcome to the final video in this 3-part mini-series. Like before, if you've missed parts 1 and or 2, check them out now. This one will be a bit more heavy, more emotional, but I believe it's also the perfect way to conclude this. Let's begin. A Silent Voice is a film I don't think I need to introduce. One of the most beautiful and heartbreaking films released in the past decade, and regularly regarded as Kyoto Animation's magnum opus. And they aren't far off. The thing is, this video could be talking about tons of moments in the film. Shoya's mother finding out about his suicide attempt, Shoko's suicide attempt, them meeting again. The list can go on forever. But there's one moment that beats them all. This movie has a moment that left the biggest impression on me after all my time consuming cinema. And it's the film's final scene. After recovering from his near-death experience, Shoya gathers with his newfound and old friends for a get-together at his school. While initially believing he'll be able to face strangers again, he realizes he can't. But with time, he stands in the middle of a crowd and finally lets go. He opens his ears and listens to the world. He finally bathes in what the world can offer, instead of letting his fears stop him. He looks around at the friends and family he's grown to garner, and at last accepts who they are to him. And all the while, a beautiful tune plays throughout this scene. The movie shows him being unsure if he deserves the people around him because of the things he's done, feeling alone because of his actions. But throughout the film, he slowly learns that he isn't alone. No matter who you are, no matter how alone you feel, you always have someone. And it's okay to rely on others. Don't push people away, because when they're gone, you'll wish you had shut your damn mouth. You may believe you're unworthy of compassion, even if you try your best to be as nice as you can be. All because of the past that is holding you back. And it's only when you finally unshackle yourself from it, and accept that the people around you care about you, that you can finally live again. You don't have to feel stuck. The feeling that there's nowhere else to go, so just jump off the ship now. Depression may never go away, but that doesn't mean there aren't other options. Don't let it weigh you down when you have your whole life ahead of you. Shoya begins to break down, and so do I. I didn't get this movie on the first watch through. I thought it was decent, but I didn't see the hype. It wasn't until a time came where I felt alone, surrounded by others, unsure if any would still be standing around me at a moment's notice. I felt compelled to try the movie again. Netflix plastered it on my home screen, and instead of continuing to scroll for something else, I pressed play. The film hooked me, and I felt like I was Shoya, letting my mistakes consume me, pushing everyone away, leaving myself with one option. Suicide. That feeling has come many times, but every time I remembered that I didn't want to make the people important to me sad or guilty. And when I got to the final scene and the music slowed up, my eyes became a waterfall as I finally realized the bigger mistake I was making. I stopped shoving my friends out the door, instead inviting them back in to chat. I let myself believe that they loved me, because they did, and I was stupid for believing otherwise. If you are there for others, they will be there for you. Don't waste it. And as the final title card appeared, I found peace in a film that almost felt like it was destined for me at this very moment. And I think that happened with a lot of others too. This film is a journey, and like all great ones, its ending was fulfilling, and left an impact so great I still cry to this day when I see it again. And that's how A Silent Voice's final scene became not only my favorite scene in anime, but my favorite scene in any media ever. Thank you all for watching.